Good morning. Welcome again to Crypto Corner. Uh, Back into crypto land where it's the Wild West. We should always remember that. Where everything we say here is not financial advice. You can follow this, you cannot follow it. It's just one theory in a million theories that are out there. Is it the one? We're not saying we're going to go make millions of dollars. What we're saying is we're going to be steady. Steady wins the race, and we're going to be able to sleep at night. So our philosophy is sleep. We want to be on a secure exchange, so we're doing that with Coinbase. Now, again, there's a few at the bottom that are not on Coinbase, so we have to be. You have to decide: is that worth not having sleep, or does that give you anxiety? And then we want to be safe in our coin selection. So these top ones we feel are safe. The bottom we feel are less safe. So there's no mixing that. So um, okay, so the other piece that we should be looking at right now is we are staking our money. And if you don't know what staking is, then we should probably do an episode on that. But staking money is where on our dot and on our atom on Coinbase, we buy the coin and then we go in and we say literally within Coinbase that we want to stake it. We're staking Atom at about 20%. We're staking Dot at 11%. We feel those rates are way better than you can get anywhere else. And we feel that these are long term. What is the downside? It's just like a CD. You can't touch it for a period of time. If you stake your Atom tomorrow, it takes, 30 days to get on staked so that you could sell it. We think that that's worth it because we don't plan on selling most of that Atom or that Dot until the bull run in 2024. So what we want to do is accumulate as much money and as much at lower levels as we can. Um, the the other part that we have is that we feel that the security of these items are going to stay with us until the bull run. So we don't feel like the tokenomics of these are going to put us in jeopardy. We feel like they're layer ones and they're groups that currently we feel are maximizing this downturn, this lull in our environment, and that they're poised to do very well coming out of it. That means how do they do well? They make more money. They are people shop there more, or tokens use their tokenomics more. They use their ecosystem more. And so again, we're gonna look at that. Bitcoin is another piece of that puzzle. If Bitcoin does well, the way that the cycle works, Bitcoin does well, money flows into Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, money flows out of Bitcoin, it flows into the alts, then it reverses itself, and that's the cycle. So with that, we have some buys, we have some not buys. You can see it up there yourself. Solana is not a buy. Bitcoin is back into the buy area where we're buying just a little bit here and there, and we know that we'll hold that for a long period. Okay, so let's get into some of these other charts. So here we have the dot chart, and as you can see, what I did with this all of these charts that you're about to see is if you look on the left hand side, you'll see the beginning of July. So I started it when we started this program on about 6:30. So from June 30th till now, this is the chart. So if you were to be following Dot, you would see it's gone up, it's gone down, it's gone up, it's gone down, it's gone sideways now. And, I mean, it could as you can see, there's a couple lines in there. It could go up, it could go down from here. What do we want to take away from this? We know that we have resistance at 530. That means it is probably going to hit 530 and bounce back down. We've got support at about 512 or below. We're buying at that level. If we still have money to buy, we are buying. If we're already in, we might just be sitting on it. But one of the things that we have done in our group is we've sold off some of our stuff at 560 or 550 as it poked through. And you can see, it spikes up if you get that spike and you think that we're not in the bull run yet, which we feel we are not, then it's going to go down. And if it goes down, then why not sell it at that somewhere up by the high? You're never going to get the highs. You're never going to get the lows. We're going to sell it up there, and then we're going to say, well, we're not going to buy again. We're going to be disciplined. We're not buying again until we get to 5 or 512. And again, I put all of these lines on there for you so that you know kind of when to buy and when not to buy. So, dot right now to me is a buy under $5 if you have the money. And if you want to do a little bit each week, like last week, we were saying do not buy. You could be putting that money away for a couple of weeks and then buy as it becomes available. Okay, let's go to Adam. Again, look at from the dates that I have. Look at how far up this has gone, how far down it's gone. Right now, you can see it's at one of its lowest levels that it's been for a while. And quite a few of these are actually at those low levels. So we're accumulating here. And I mean, we're not trading this one in particular right now. We're letting it go a little bit lower. We think it'll go a little bit lower. And we're 100% staking everything that we're buying on Atom. So everything we get, we stake right away, and we're looking to hold that for probably about a year. So, and if you can get it at 8.95, that will be a really good buy, towards the future. We think that this could be at $17. So you could double your money pretty much on this token in the next year. Okay, so Matic is now back under, right? So again, when we look at these charts, you have to go, when we first started, you look on that left-hand side and you can see we were about, at, let me take a look here, 60 something cents, and it went all the way up to 70 something cents, and now it's resting at 72. And it I think went as high as somewhere around 80 cents. And but we're going to have resistance in here, and you can see where I have resistance on there, and then you can see where we're buying. We're buying under 70 right now. And if we don't buy, it's okay. No trade is a trade. Remember that. No trade is a trade. It's okay if you miss it. We've got 5 different coins to pick from. So, if we miss one, we just put it in the next one. And then, we want to make sure we have a somewhat of a balanced portfolio. So sometimes we might not buy something because our portfolio is not quite balanced. And again, so we're buying that. And one thing to realize on this, though, is when you have your support line at 70, you look at the next place where there's support. And in this particular case, it's about 65. If we break through that 70, we could go to 65. But we would be buying and layering in at that point. That's part of our process. Onto the Solana chart. This is a don't buy this week. Remember, Solana went on a tear. It was up $11 from when we started this show. And we sold at that. And we have not bought back. So we have all of that money sitting on the sidelines because we want back into Solana. We believe that, this has a chance to, 3 to 5 times money. It could be $55. And when we were buying, we were at 16. But we knew that we would hit resistance. And when we hit that resistance, it would come back down, which it has done, but it hasn't come far enough for us yet. So until we get below that 19 in our buy range, we're just going to sit on our hands. And we have that money sitting there. It is actually earmarked for Solana, but we may never get there again, just so you know. And we don't care if we don't. What we care about is, are we getting the entries we want when we want them? If the bull run starts, we could buy Solana at 28 and it will go to 55 and you would still double your money. So that's the kind of thing that we're thinking is we'll see the bull run when it starts to move. Right now, things are going sideways. Okay, so now we want to get out of that for a minute and we want to go into what should your routine on a daily basis be and why should it be that? Um, so we get up in the morning and we check the day's activities. What do we have going, right? What's important to us? And then, so for me, I check on the news. It could be people I watch on Twitter, could be local news, could be all kinds of stuff, right? And then I go into each of these coins and just see if anything new has happened. Because say Dot loses five huge contracts or gains five huge contracts, it doesn't matter which way it's going. I should expect Dot to either go down by losing the contracts or go up by winning the contracts. And that may change my resistance levels. It may change my support levels. All of those things could happen. So now what we want to do is we want to say, I looked at it and my use case for Dot has stayed the same. They won five new contracts. That's awesome. I would expect it to go up. Or they lost five contracts. Well, maybe five contracts isn't that big a deal in the big picture of things. Or should I start to worry? Do I need to unstake my Dot and worry about it? Or do I feel like they'll replace those? Because you know what? Companies come and go and their contracts come and go. The company stays, but their contracts come and go. So I follow the coins. I don't follow 50. I only follow about 20 actually. And I just see like what the sector's doing. Is gaming doing really good? Has something taken off? Like when Solana took off, we knew that DOT and those are all layer ones. We knew that there would be something in there that said that that's going to stay. All of those were going to stay moving up. Then they were going to cool off, and that's where we are right now. Now we're in a sideways accumulation. Um, so then I asked myself, do I still have conviction? Yep. I can tell you since June when we started this show, I've had conviction on all of the ones that we've talked about. And then do your own research, right? Listen, you can listen to people all day long, but do your own research. Decide that Dot is the one you want to buy because you feel like their layer one stuff is their parachain, their Polygon's parachain. All of those different ones are something you want to be invested in. The technology's good. They're bringing in money. Everything is good. Um, and then if you feel comfortable, just go about your day. Don't worry about crypto. I mean, you can check it to see if any of those top three have changed, right? And then at night, I just check the news. I take less than 15 minutes to go through, unless I'm preparing for this, right? And as I prepare for this, I start looking for more trends and more, things like where we go. Look, I'm thinking I'm gonna sell Dot. Well, I've got so much already staked, so I can't sell that for 30 days. But maybe I don't have some staked. I would sell it at 550. Okay, let me put in an order to sell at 550. That's an important piece there. We would want to say we're just doing that so that when we get to 550, we know we hit resistance and then we come back down. Let's sell at 550 and then buy more when it comes all the way down. If we feel like we're starting the bull run, we don't want to sell at 550 because it's going to go way beyond that. And then today I did an extra Gala Games because we feel that Gala Games is right in the buy zone. Now again, you can't buy this on Coinbase, so you have to go decide whether you want Anxiety to be on two of the different exchanges. We own ours on CRO, which is crypto.com. And so that's where our gala sits. But we feel gaming is going to be one of the biggest sectors just by sheer volume, dollars flowing into gaming in the next bull run. And we feel all boats will go up. And we feel Gala Games as being one of the biggest is definitely going to go up. We feel this could be 10 times. Now, will it? I don't know. Personally, I don't care. I would love it to do that, but I'm not getting excited about it, and I'm not here pitching it to you to go, oh, you should, buy all this and then it's going to go up 10 times. I have no idea. This isn't financial advice. This is the Wild West. So, um, but we do feel like if you look at the chart, that support level, we're right there and we're accumulating. And the last few times it's been at that level, look at where it's gone. And in some of these cases, it's gone up, 20 plus percent. So what we're hoping for is right now, Gala Games, we're buying. We hope to go up to 20% and we'll come back down and we'll get one more run at these lower levels. And then we think the gaming market's going to take off. Okay. And our last slide is why even be in crypto? We believe that crypto is where the biggest gains, like we talked about, the gaming sector, Web3 gaming, metaverse, all of those things are all tying into crypto. So we think that you have a great option there. Um, we believe that the technology is disruptive. Think about the microwave oven. The microwave oven disrupted a whole new technology of where you could all of a sudden eat in 30 seconds instead of an hour. Um, Now, while we look at that technology, we have to remember not everything works. So don't be fooled that every tech that you read about, oh, this is the newest tech. In my opinion, I never buy it at the beginning. What I say is I'm willing to buy it a little bit higher and watch it mature. That's just my take. You do you. Much of the tech will get swallowed up by larger companies, and some will lose its use case as new tech comes in and trumps the old tech. So, an example would be some of the stuff with DeFi. Old tech was, well, we're going to do this new level and you can get your money faster. The new tech would be not only can you get your money faster, it'll do five other things. So, that one piece of tech was just gets outgrown. A couple parting shots. Um, don't try to call bottoms or tops. Like what we just talked about with Gala, if we come back here, um, is we say it's accumulating. We're not saying it's the bottom. We don't know if it's the bottom. We're saying it's accumulating, and so far, it hasn't really gone much below that. So you decide if that's a good accumulation for you or not. Um, and then be happy if you make profits. If you're in profits, then what you want to do is you want to just say, look, could I have made more? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Could I have lost a lot more? A lot of times yes. But what you really want to do is you just want to I think you just want to be happy. Stop like trying to be someone else and just be you and just be I'm going to take what I get and I'm going to do a really good job with that and I'm going to keep building slowly and slowly and then I'm going to have more and more. And at the end of the day, that's what we're after. Once again, we are not financial advice. We know it's the Wild West. We hope that you are in the Wild West with us. And what we also hope is that you um, keep smashing the like button. Keep telling us what you want to hear. We did have someone ask if we could show uh, how to set up Coinbase, how to do all that. We kind of assume people know that, but so we're looking at what people are requesting of us, and then we're gonna keep adding all these charts every week, and we're gonna follow it for the whole year. We're gonna follow it through the bull run, and we're gonna say this is what we thought, and this is where we ended up. There's no hiding from it. There's like we have some of these that are way up, some of them like Gala Games that are down from where we started. That's the nature of the beast. We're not worried about it. We're not excited about it. What we are excited is to you know spend this journey with you guys, and hopefully you smash a like and we'd love to get more subscribers. So tell your family and friends, and we'll go from there. Thanks